Hey guys, it's Phobia here, and today I'm gonna show you how to work with long pile fur. It's very thick, but working with it can be a bit of pain in the ass. A bit of a pain in the ass. It is a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna show you like a few techniques that I've learned how to work with this stuff. It can be used for any kind of fur as well. Like I'll show you shaving and how to sew with it, and also how to cut it properly, because you can make these things look like utter crap if you've no idea what you're doing. So just to quickly show you how to do the sewing part. See this tail that I'm working on a spine. So you can see I've got square pieces already. It's better to cut fur in sections instead of just like one long thing, because you start to notice that you have to start clumping your fur like this in order for it to, well, shape up properly. So you'll end up doing that a lot, and it'll just turn it into crap unless you know how to do it right. So these are a few sections of the fur that I've used. Now the way to do this is you want to have your fur, basically you want to have two pieces and you want it to look like that. Okay, so the fur blends into it and you don't see any seams. To prove that, these ones that I have done, if I show you, you can see there, it's all completely seamless. You cannot tell that it's not one long piece, which is how you do it. So when you're sewing, what you want to do is make sure you've aligned the pieces up properly this way and then turn it around. Now when you do, you notice that this long part, this side, against the side of the fur going down. So fur going down, fur going down. And you want to sew them like that. Now you can sew it this way, where you're just like holding on to both pieces in that way, or you can fold them over. Now when you do fold them over, make sure that the fur on the long part, on the top piece that's going on the next piece, it's pressed in. Completely pressed in when you're sewing it like this. Otherwise, you're going to get this kind of effect, and it's going to look stupid. So you don't want that, and I've already got fur everywhere. So that would be how you properly sew these pieces together. Again, make sure that it's completely done, or you'll get pieces like that sticking out just because it can. Okay, so how would I cut this kind of fur? Well, there are really stupid ways of doing it and decent ways that I've found out. So what most people do, okay, is you get the section that you want. Say like, you've picked a spot to cut. Now, most people when cutting fur, you've got to be careful when doing this. If you just grab your scissors and take the chunk like this, like you're like, I'm just going to cut fur, right? That happens. And it looks awful. And it's just, you can just tell that it's been cut, and it doesn't seam line properly. You get these big chunks here, and it just looks really bad. So you do not want to cut like that. You don't want to just get the scissors and go chunk, chunk, chunk. It does not work. Same with this. You get a lot of fur just collapsing off, because it's just not made to do that way. Now, next part, in order to do this properly, yes, this is samples fur, because if I was using actual fur, I've used all the fur I need for this, so I can use these as examples. Right, so in order to cut the fur delicately, what you want to do is make sure you're getting the scissors at the back. You need to have these at the back in order for this to work properly. If you cut from here, or you try and find a space to cut, that's not going to work. So, in order to explain this properly, let's see. So, you find the spot that you want to cut, whether it's a line or a dot, it doesn't matter. Make sure the bottom of your scissors here are very slowly in there, and you want your scissors to like be really pressed up against the back of the fur. Not chunky like this, but pressed up against the back of the fur. I'll show you how that works. So you're going to want to cut, let's say we'll go half and half here. So about here, see that? And cut up. So make sure the bottom of your scissors are always cutting up, like that way. Okay, just get through this. Now don't rush it, because if you do, you will still get chunks. So just push your scissors up. I'm gonna repeat this as many times as I have to. So my scissors, as you can see here, pushing up to the back, always pushing up to the back, right? And the effect that you want is this when you move the fur aside. It's slow, it peels apart. You can see there. Just make sure that you've all your furs covered out. You can see that's a whole lot better. You know? And then if you notice at the back, because you cut along the back part, you've not got these chunks like this one had. So that makes that a lot better. Like, yeah, this one. You can see the difference. Big difference. So that's how you want that part. And the same with that. So that's been cut. You just got to peel the pieces off that you need to. And that's pretty much it. Again, sewing so it looks completely neat. So make sure it goes. Alright, so that's how you cut long fur. You can do it with short fur as well. Just always, again, back of the bottom of the scissors pressed up towards the back of the fur. And you will get a really nice effect with it. I mean, it won't look messy, and you can just, yeah, make it look like one big piece. Really, really cool, really easy. Next, I'm going to show you how we are going to do some shaving of fur. And again, I strongly advise you get pieces and you don't just go, just shave the fur. Because you can make it look like a mess, and I'm going to show you how. Hey, it's Phobia again, and we're back with a shaving kit. Dun dun dun! This is the one that I use, because it's better for pets because it is suited for fur. Specifically fur, and you get a bunch of good stuff with it. It's called the Professional Pet Electric Clipper. All available at all your Amazon retailers. Alright, so what you get is a comb. So what you want to do when you first get a piece of fur is you want to comb that shit out. Don't know why, I don't need to swear, but I did. So you just want to comb your fur, comb your fur, comb your fur. All of it, and it's flossy and glossy and beautiful. Alright, so we got the fur. We got instructions that you don't need. Scissors! I should have used these. These are hair scissors, but I use these. Yeah. Should use these. Doesn't matter. So, I got my clipper. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Listen to that hum. Anyway, so this has double settings where you can pretty much say how tight you want something. So, like, if I do this, you can see it's going down. So, it depends how fine you want your fur to be done. And I'm going to use a few pieces so we can make it longer, thinner, whatever we want to do. So we'll start with this tiny piece, because tiny pieces. Alright, so what you want to do is when you're shaving fur, you don't want to go down towards the fur. I mean, it's the same kind of thing if you're shaving. You don't want to go up. Well, actually, no. When you shave, if you shave, you kind of want to go. But not with dog fur or fur. Because we want to make it shorter. We don't want to do anything so bad. So I'm going to put it to the highest setting first, so the less fur comes off, just to show you. But first, what we'll do is I'll show you why not to cut this way. It's a lot of mess. So, I'm cutting this way. Why don't you cut this way? Because it's really silly to do that. Because you're not going to get anything off. It's going to be messy, and it's really uncomfortable to do it this way. It's just, it's not comfortable at all, and it just makes a big chunky mess again. So, that piece is ruined now. First, fuck that piece. Alright, so, you're gonna try Again, we're going to shave this fur. This piece is the manky piece we had earlier. We don't need that piece. Again, just shave the fur that you want to shave. Make it look nice and glossy, yeah. Make it look nice and glossy, as you can see. So, we're going to shave this. So, highest setting. Come on, here we go. Lowest setting, and we're going to shave. We're going to shave. Shave, shave, shave. Shave, shave, shave. So, you gotta be careful with shaving long fur because it will end up looking a bit awkward. So, you see there? See all these little hair pieces, but the long pieces are just, well, they're long. So, to shave fur, you might want to probably try and cut these parts. But, yeah. I'm not sure how to do the cutting of... Because if you just cut it, then it's just going to look stupid again. So, the best way to do it is to just, like, shave as close as you can. And obviously, it depends on how deep you want to go with it. Be careful with your hands or you'll shave your freaking fingers. But yeah, it's just basically how you would shave fur. It would get like this, so it'd look like hair. So just be nice when you're shaving your fur. Take a lot of practice to shave it. You can't get it right straight away. Like I say, I've not been shaving fur for a long time. So I'm going to try and do it again. And we're going to do it on the... Always make sure to clean your brush after you've done it. That would be a good idea. So make it the lowest one. You can have clips and things for them to get them sorted. But we don't need our hair super long. We want it shorter than that. So I'm not going to use one of them. Take it off, thank you. Alright. So another long piece. Like I say, remember to cut it out properly. And then I'm just going to quickly shave this. You should start right at the top, like right here, right there. And we're just going to quickly shave some fur, and I'll show you the result. Obviously, if you want it, you want the fur to be lower, or just a bit less dense, you have to press in and just scoop. And just scoop at it. Don't go stabbing at it, or go straight lines. You want to scoop. So we're just going to do that. You're going to scoop. Ella, scoop. 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 Takes a bit of practice, but, yeah. Just clean that brush off. And you see the two different sides there. Get the side properly. So, yeah. Full fur, shaved fur. See the difference there? I mean, long pieces are always going to be an issue. You probably work out yourself what the best method is for. I mean, if you want these little pieces to be sticking out like your ears or your tail, that's completely up to you. But, yeah. So that's my way on how to deal with long fur. Maybe my shave method isn't the best. Now, again, I'm still learning how to do this properly, but that's the way I've done it. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this and not found this too fucking boring. But yeah, I've not seen a lot of videos about how to deal with a long pile of fur, so I thought I'd just show you my 2 cents on that. Anyway, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.